Man, everybody sitting at you feeling like they all are gone, nigga. Study the game and I can tell you what I saw, nigga. It's a ball, nigga. And everybody wanna know just how I'm feeling, man. I'm feeling like I'm on, nigga. I got my goons ready for war. We about to shake the game and break the law, nigga. One time, look.
Thokozani, welcome back to my channel. I go by the name of Gogo Qubu. You guys know me as Mpokun, and today I'm bringing you guys Sangoma Segment. So usually I bring you guys a story time, but today is a bit different. I want to introduce real talk with you guys, where I just talk about, things that are on my mind. And today I'm just gonna start on things that are on my mind in the Sangoma segment. Today I'll be talking to you guys about the difficulties that I have as a Sangoma, especially a young Sangoma. So I'll be speaking from the top of my head, okay, like I usually do. I never really prepare stuff because I want to be as real as possible. When I do write things down, it's because I really want to just keep to the point, But yeah, so if you see me thinking, yeah, I'm sorry, it's because I'm actually trying to get things out of my head, okay? And I'd like to apologize that I wasn't able to deliver on Friday. Things got in the way. I'm juggling a lot, okay? I'm juggling a lot. I'm sorry. I try my best. You guys know I try my best to deliver every Friday. But I do let you guys know on the socials when I'm not able to deliver. All right? So I hope you guys have been catching up on the other shows that I've been giving you guys, okay, on my channel. Yes, that's right. So that you guys are caught up and you guys know what I'm talking about when I refer to the previous shows that I've shot. That's right. Okay. Yeah. So the first difficulty that I had was adapting. I think I still have this difficulty because I never really am able to adapt. I never really fully arrive at the fact that now I am a Sangoma. Okay, I never really arrive at that fact. Like, I don't know what it is. Even when I'm throwing bones, like, it comes naturally, because at the end of the day, like, it's not my full job, it's the ancestors' job, they're just using me as their vessel to deliver whatever healing that is needed for people, So when I'm throwing bones, when I'm doing cleansings, when I'm doing all the work, it's just like, oh, okay, I'm just doing the work, and I don't actually realize oh damn, I'm actually doing the work, so I think that's where being a vessel comes in, and you let go, because that's one of the important things about being a Sangoma: letting go of your ego, letting go of things that could hinder you healing a bloodline, hinder you from doing the work and listening to your ancestors. So I think that is a good thing, because then I'm able to let go and just let the work be done. But also it becomes a bad thing because sometimes I get lost and I'm just like, who am I? Who am I? Do I still remember who Mpo is, So it's been a difficulty arriving at the fact that, yeah, truly I am a Sangoma, even after everything that I've been through. So, I think this is the umbrella of everything I'll be talking about because arriving is always difficult, and I feel like if you don't arrive, everything else then falls under arriving, and I'll explain. Another difficulty that I've had is adapting with my old life, coming back and realizing that, okay, I still have the old friends that I had, and their lives obviously continued while I was initiating, and having to adapt to their lives and adapt to the fact that now I'm different and I need to hold myself differently, So for example, whereas I used to make reckless decisions and just do whatever I do and wake up one night and just be like, okay, actually I don't feel like sleeping, I just want to go out, I can't just randomly do things like that anymore. Now I need to like think about it and consult with the ancestors. So I need to talk to like abapansi and let them know what I'm planning to do. So if I'm planning to go out, they must know that, okay, I'm gonna be going out, or I'm going to be at a certain place and there's a possibility I might go out. Because ancestors, like, they like to be kept in the loop because they essentially protect you all the time, you know. And this is not just for Isangoma, but as Isangoma, you held most accountable because you know how it works, you know. It's not like someone where they're told that, oh, you need to let ancestors know what you're doing, what you're planning. It's something that you learned, you know, during initiation. It's something that you have adapted to in your lifestyle, you know. So I can't just like make dramatic decisions and just be like, okay, today we are going out, the whole weekend we are out, because at the end of the day I have responsibilities, you know. I have a Ndumba now that I need to take care of. I need to always be listening to my inner self, you know, which are the ancestors, listening to messages, listening to the feelings that I have in an area, the feelings that I have when I'm just sitting and thinking about something, you know. I need to constantly be intuitive, you know. And if I'm going to be going out to places, you know, there's then that barrier that now the ancestors have to go over when trying to get to me, because I'm no longer with myself. I'm no longer listening to the inner self. Now I'm engaging with so many different things, you know, especially alcohol. And this is why, even like for people that aren't gifted, when you're drinking, it's much more difficult for you to be alert to certain things because you can't listen to your intuition. Like, you're a bit, you're just not connected with your inner self. You're too busy drinking, you're too busy dancing, you're too busy trying to live your best life, you know, trying to forget certain things. And because you're trying to do that, then you're not going to listen to intuition telling you, don't take the fourth drink, don't go with this person, you know. Some people are able to after a certain number of drinks, but some people just aren't, you know. You're more vulnerable as a Sangoma. Well, at least that's what I found. I found that I'm more vulnerable to other people's energies, because I mean, it's my job, especially when I'm in Sholaband, you know. It's my job to be able to feel the energy, to be able to feel the physical ailments, their spiritual ailments. It's my job to be able to listen to their guides and listen to my guides, communicate with their guides, you know. So obviously I can't just like shut that off when I'm in a different space, you know, because my ancestors are used to doing that. And this is why you have initiation, so that you're able to get into that cycle of being able to feel people's energies and communicate with spirit, right? Spirit being their guides, spirit being your guides. So because I'm not able to just like shut it off completely, I am able to control it, as to what extent I'll allow it, you know. But I can't just like shut it off completely. So obviously when I'm around a lot of people, I'm feeling a whole lot of energies at a time, you know. So just being able to communicate with my ancestors and saying, hey, I'm going out, I'm gonna be around people, you know. Don't communicate or don't engage too much with their guides and give back feedback that will obviously then ruin my night, you know, because I'm not trying to find out about y'all when I'm outside, you know. So that is also one of the difficulties, the fact that I can't just like up and leave. I always need to negotiate, ask permission, you know, ask for guidance, ask for protection. And I think everybody should be doing that, really, you know. I don't think it's just for the gifted. I think everybody should be doing that. Engage with your ancestors, ask that they protect you everywhere you go, you know. I know sometimes it's like embarrassing, or you feel ashamed that you asking to be protected when you're going out. Maybe if you're feeling embarrassed and you're feeling ashamed, maybe you shouldn't be going to those places, you know. If we are pasha and you asking ancestors, you can say, okay, I'm going out at a certain place and I just need protection, and you explain, obviously, if you're young, you say, oh, I'm young and sometimes I do like to go out, you know, could you just protect me at a certain space? And your ancestors or your gut communicates and says, okay, that's not a right place to go, then you shouldn't be going, you know. But if your gut is okay and your ancestors, so your ancestors do sometimes communicate through like a gut feeling. So if that is okay, once you're speaking to your ancestors to protect you at a certain space, then you can go, you know. So club scenes really aren't as great for me, because people go to clubs with so many problems. People go to clubs to drown their sorrows. People go to clubs to do so many things, you know. So feeling that energy and being around negative energy as well does affect me quite a lot, because now I'm an open portal, you know. However, it doesn't mean that I'm standing there at the club knowing each and everyone's story and, you know, I know what's going on with you, I know what's going on. No, that's not the case. It's just that I am able to feel your energy, you know, at certain times, but sometimes not, you know. So this is to all of y'all that think you can come to Sangomas and just be like, oh, Bonani, I don't see anything, honey. I don't see anything, okay? I'm not at work today, you know? So, yeah, it's just that I'm more exposed to different kinds of energies and your guides, you know, at a certain time, especially if there's guides that are really trying to reach out to the person that they are protecting or the person that they walk with, you know, and the person isn't engaging namadlo's wabo. Sometimes that is quite tricky for us, because then they try to reach out to anyone who can listen at that moment, you know, and that is a bit difficult as well. Like I'll find myself walking in a mall and then I'm just feeling not okay, you know, and now I have to like find out why am I not okay, and then I spot the person that may be ailed by whatever I'm feeling in my body, you know, and then I get communication that, oh, okay, this person is not engaging namadlozwake and there's something very wrong with them, you know. And because of something called umthetho shoba, we don't just go out and tell people. So we don't work like mediums where we just go out and say, oh, your guys are here and they just like you to know that they forgive you for what you did. No. Tito Showa binds us from doing that, you know. We don't just go out and just tell people their stuff, their business. There is procedure that needs to be followed. You do need to come for a consultation, you know. The most I can do is just be like, hi, I'm a Sangoma and I'm feeling uncomfortable or I'm feeling a certain way and I think you need to go to a consultation. And also I'm supposed to like weigh out and see if you are ready and prepared, because that's also the job of Isangoma, to see if you are prepared to hear whatever I'm going to tell you, you know, even during a consultation. So I'd have to say, oh, listen, okay, I'm feeling this type of way. I think you need a consultation, okay? So you'll go to whoever you want to go, but you need to consult, you know? And that's the most I can do. I can't be out here telling you your business, okay? So that's also another difficulty that I have, where I can just be randomly walking in a mall and then I'm not feeling okay because of somebody else's guides, or somebody else, you know, feeling some type of way. Okay, another difficulty that I have is, you know, my friends. I think I did mention as well that adapting to the life thing, my current life, or the life that I had from having initiated coming to my life. So my friends, some of my friends, like, I feel like I've drifted from. There are friends that I've lost, of course, But also then there are friends that I feel like I've drifted from because I feel like I don't know them anymore, or I feel like I've outgrown them, you know. So if I feel like I've outgrown them, then it's difficult to talk to them, it's difficult to engage in conversations with them because we're not on the same page anymore. The things that they like, I don't like anymore, you know, or the things that we used to have in common, I see are no longer fruitful for me, you know, and I obviously know the reasons why. And it's difficult for me to engage with that person and have that conversation of, oh yeah, we used to like these things, you know, whereas I don't like them anymore. I mean, as people, we outgrow each other, you know, as friends, but it's more difficult once you become a sangoma, or once you're gifted, because you grow so much and you walk with such elderly people, you know, and because you're walking with such elderly people, these things just don't matter anymore. Like, to them, it seems rather quite childish, you know, for you to be concerning yourself with such matters. And those are obviously constant thoughts that I have because I'm walking with such elders, you know. So it's difficult to engage in certain conversations, or now I can't advise them, because if I do advise them, then I'm tapping into a whole lot, you know, and then I'm telling them their business and stuff, which is against umthetho weshoba, you know. And the difficulty as well is not being able to tell my friends certain things, you know, that I see about them, because obviously I will see certain things, feel certain things, but they need to see their journey, unless like they're in danger that I can help in, you know, or I'm told to do something, or I'm told to tell them something. But sometimes amadlozi have this thing where they just want to show you that they can see, you know, they just want to, hey, you know. So when I see such things, I can't just like come out with it and say, oh, hey, you know, my ancestors told me that you know, because you're possibly not ready for that, or maybe your ancestors and my ancestors had a talk that now I came into through my dreams or through a vision or whatever, and now I'm exposed to this thing and I don't know what to do with it. So it's difficult for me to not be able to tell my friends certain things, but because I'm binded, I must keep it to myself, you know. What else is difficult? Woo! You know, the most difficult thing, and it's going back to the having to ask for permission thing. Now the difficult thing is being young, you know, you like going out, you like groove, you like, you know, being out and about, right? And when you're gifted already, you have social anxiety. So I suffer from deep social anxiety, guys. Like, I talk a lot, yeah, but wow, you guys scare me, my god, wow. And it's just because it's a way of ancestors. Well, I believe this is a way of ancestors to keep you to yourself, you know, keep you to yourself so that you're able to meditate, listen to the spirit, listen to your inner self, listen to them, you know, be able to engage with the spirit. And this is why you will always be socially anxious, because when I go out, I find that I feel so many spirits and I feel so many energies, and I'd rather just be in my own space. You know, I just want to be in my own space, you know, which has made communication quite difficult for me as well. But yeah, sometimes I just want to be in my own space. I just want to sit alone, okay? I just want to sit alone because I'm not trying to feel all those energies. I'm not trying to listen to your guides, you know. I'm not trying to listen. I just want to be here, you know, on my phone. So that is a problem that we have as well. Social anxiety. So going out is so difficult, you know. Yeah, I do go out, right? But sometimes I just don't want to. Sometimes I just don't want to, and I can't, because I don't want to find myself feeling sick because somebody is not okay. I don't want to find myself feeling a sort of way, you know, and I never know if it's going to happen at that certain place, you know. Obviously, I may not trance, you know, in that space, you know, because that's why you go to initiation, so that you can prevent certain things like trancing from happening. And there's so many reasons why you go to initiation, and this is just like one of the light reasons, you know, so that you're able to connect with your ancestors, to know that, okay, what is the message, you know, so you can form that communication and that bond, as to say, if you have a message, please don't trance and come out to relay it yourself, relay it to me, so that we can, you know, negotiate. And it happens in a split second, guys. Like, we communicate like that in a split second. So you just ask, like, if you have like a certain message, don't trance, don't come out, just tell me in a certain way, tell me through a vision, tell me through whatever, and then we can communicate if it's okay for me to tell someone, or if it's just something I must just, you know, take and go, you know. Because obviously the way they protect you is not like magic with shields and barriers and everything. They will tell you and be like, oh, okay, this person is not okay spiritually, and they're dabbling in certain things, or this person is a liar, or this person may try to manipulate you, you know. And this is how they protect you. And you listening to your gut and your intuition, which are your guides, is the way in which they protect you. Because obviously if they tell you that someone is going to manipulate you into going somewhere with them, then you know, okay, I must not engage with that person, you know. And that's how you protect yourself, you know. Well, that's how they protect you, by helping you protect yourself. So obviously when I don't want to feel that type of way, not wanting to work 24/7, because that's how it is. You work 24/7, you're listening to umoya and the spirit 24/7. I just want to stay in the house, you know. So it's difficult to go out. Also, when I'm working, actually working, and, you know, maybe doing a cleansing, doing client duties where clients are coming in seeking help, I feel it. Like, sometimes I feel it. Like, I'll be working on a Saturday and I'm feeling that, wow, my peers are out here, you know. My peers are out here making plans to ruin their lives, making plans to you know, do their own stuff, you know, go shopping, do whatever, you know. It's not just about groove, but they're living their best life, you know. They aren't talking about the spirit almost 24/7, you know. They're actually engaging, and they are oblivious to so many things, you know. Then I feel it, and I'm just like, damn, they're doing that, and I'm out here, you know, throwing bones or doing a cleansing, you know. So it's that has been a lot more difficult for me, you know. And that comes back to arriving. I never fully arrive, and I don't think any Sangoma really does, you know, fully arrive at the fact that they have so much responsibility, and they have to always be selfless, you know. They have to always put other people first, and people that we don't know, you know. We don't know these people that come into our Ndumba seeking service from our practice. We really don't know them. We don't know their bloodline, but our ancestors know them. So we have to put that first, you know. So these are just like some of the difficult things that I've had to go through, you know. There probably are more, and if there are more, I'll probably do another follow-up video about other difficulties that we have as Izangoma. But yeah, it's been good, it's been great. I'm not complaining. Like, saving bloodlines, it's great, you know. It's like being a doctor. It's great knowing that people are going to be great in their life because of what you've done, you know, or what your ancestors have done, and what their ancestors have done by meeting your ancestors. But it does come with a lot of responsibility, and it is not a bit, but it is quite difficult. So yeah, that's all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, like, comment. I am on the road to 100 subscribers, so you know what to do. And yeah, I love you guys. I'll see you guys next week.
All the days that I spent with you, all the years that I've been with you. I'm talking unconditional love that I got from you, and all the lies I had to make up when I was with you. That doesn't make me a better man or a better friend. How we still dating till today, girl, I don't understand. Either you're really drunk in love or you just want the man, or simply genuine, you love you like the only girl. But yeah,